out the limits on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. Is here and now today.
Yes, my friends, this is the moment. Thank you for being here and being great. I'm your host, Roger Vaidya. Don't fake it till you make it. Believe it and become it. And I appreciate all of you. You get a ring of the victory bell for being here and being amazing. And you know what else is amazing? My next guest. Let me tell you all about him. Mr. Zach Clayton. He is the founder and the president of Community Paid Forward, the Come Together movement, and the Pact Channel, leading initiatives that unite businesses, nonprofits, and families for lasting impact. A visionary strategist and a connector, Zach designs inclusive programs that honor diverse cultures and traditions while championing accessibility in digital spaces. Known for his storytelling, podcast hosting, and creative outreach, he blends warmth, humor, and reverence to engage community. So without any further delay, let's welcome the one and only, super talented, super handsome, the guy who walked to school up hills both ways in the snow, barefoot, the one, the only, Zach Clayton. Hey, Zach, welcome to the show, man. How you feeling today?
You know what? I grew up in Kansas, so there were no hills.
Yeah, there's enough. You got enough death storms to like last you a lifetime. So
yeah. You know, we had to dodge a lot of tumbleweeds, though.
Oh, I can imagine. Now, if you want to dodge any of your tumbleweeds, make sure you click the link down below so you can leave comments on the live. So let's just dive right in. So, Zach, pretty cool stuff when we were chatting before about what you do. And by the way, this is a awesome 1-2 punch. He just interviewed me literally 10 minutes ago. We just finished up that interview. Now I'm interviewing him on my show. What a freaking amazing handoff. So I feel like we're in the Olympics. We're handing off the torch. And, just tell me a little bit more about, what inspired you to create movements like the Community Paid Forward and the Come Together movement, and how they evolved over time.
The Come Together movement is still a brand new thing, but the Come Together movement is something that, throughout the time of Community Pay It Forward, I've had people come to me and they've asked me to help them with certain things that I just can't help them with. I wish I could, but I just can't do it. So the Come Together movement is something that's going to be appearing here real soon, that is going to connect people with the things that can help them, with the ones who can help them, with a community that's out there that has what they need, and hopefully we can take care of each other a little bit better. Community Pay It Forward started very simply, Raja, after I was run off the road on my motorcycle 11 years ago. I was left in a ditch for 7 hours, never found out who did it. But the thing is that when I woke up, and this is a little bit of down putting to the people who were there for me, but when I woke up, Raja, I didn't look around the room and see all the people who were there for me. I woke up and my first thought was, what if I didn't know anybody and no one was here? Right. And it really struck in my mind that we need to make sure that we have the access and we have the ability to care for people, no matter who they are, no matter where they are. And then when I started to recover, there was a time where we went to go and get food, because when I was making a decent living working, well, now I had fractured face, busted up skull, and a broken neck. I wasn't working no more. Okay.
So I've been there. I know that feeling.
Yeah. And so we went to go and try to get food assistance from the government. And the government looked at me and said, I'm sorry, you made too much money last year. Raja, I hate to tell you this, buddy, but I'm kind of a fat guy. That money, that food I bought last year, it was gone. Okay. I'd already eaten it.
Yeah,
My at the time 11-year-old son, he didn't give a damn about the food I bought last year. He needed to eat now. And
exactly.
all that does is when you're put in a situation like that and you're already suffering, it just adds extra levels to your suffering, which means healing cannot happen.
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
created Community Pay It Forward to support people who are in just so many different situations.
Gotcha. Oh, and just thank you for doing that. I mean, just a victory bell for that, because I think that people out there, there are people right now struggling, especially during the holidays. It almost accentuates it more because you see all the people who are being so happy, and then I remember hearing this from a movie somewhere. It's like, you get more sad because it seems like their happy is too loud, right? And so
Yep.
you start to feel looking where it's like, oh, how come my life is such whatever? And so or as the kids say, like, everything's all mid, and so you got to find a way to move forward with that. So now, how do you balance that creativity, the inclusivity, and the reverence when you're designing programs that honor those diverse communities and those everyday heroes? Because you're one of them, and I would gladly say that you're an inspiration to people that have struggled and overcome it on the other side. Like Shawshank Redemption, you have to crawl through 5 football fields worth of shit and come out clean on the other side. It's hard, and that
Yeah.
process sometimes just take forever, but it you can do it. So tell us a little bit more about it.
You know, Raja, everything that I try to put together, everything that I try to design, I don't look at it like I have a clientele in mind.
Right.
Look at it as, how is this going to help everyone involved? How is
Yep.
this going to positively affect everyone involved? You know,
Hmm.
what do we need to do to make sure that there is no exclusion, that everything comes at everyone, and we just try to, like you said, cover everyone in wonderful shit, if you may, if you don't mind. It
Yeah.
We want to make sure that everybody's going to walk in and they're going to be, they're going to walk out being a better person.
Cool. I love that. That's it. That's the key. You just hit the nail on the head there. And then, you know, based on those experiences, like what lessons from these experiences as a connector, strategist, can you help other people turn compassion into sustainable action?
Look, we run a program where what we do is we ask businesses to partner with us, allow us to tell their story, allow us
Yeah.
to introduce people, you know, to you as a business person. When they do business with you, you give us a referral, and we turn that referral into a donation to people who ask us for help. And
Love it.
it's not a small referral. We turn 75% of what you give us,
Yep.
Raja. We turn 75% of that to the people who have asked us for help, and your customer gets to choose who that is.
Yeah.
We've created a system that all people have to do
I love
is
it. Hmm.
shop with you, the caring business owner. Because, Raja, let me ask you a question real quick.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Does it make sense to do business where people don't, where people are unhealthy and broke, and people, don't have access to your business? Does it make any sense to do business there?
Heck no, because then you get people that become frustrated because they can't afford what it is that you offer and they need it more than anybody else. So it's
That's
like saying, like, here, go buy a Mercedes, but I only make 30,000 a year. Well, maybe I can't afford it. Well,
yeah.
then you got to figure out, you're not going to be buying the like a Lamborghini. Maybe you'll buy something else, but you still want that quality vehicle. How do we get there? How do we bridge that gap, right?
Yeah.
And so, so before we shift gears again, I want to ask Zach over there. You have your gift link. Like, we didn't have like sort of like a PDF or anything to give, but I want to share your channel. It is on YouTube at Pact Channel 1386. So tell us a little bit more about, like, what are they going to learn? What kind of topics do you cover? And then tell them, like, how they can find you and connect with you more.
Well, you know what? You can find us on pretty much, I think that we're on just about every social media site except for X.
Yep.
And I really, we're trying, my wife is actually trying to get us out there more than she is so good at that stuff. And I'm not.
Uh-huh.
Unless of course we're talking about hockey or that cursed subject. I'm not very good at it, but
Right.
um, on the Pack channel, very simply, folks, uh, the truth is we want to talk to people who are making positive changes in their life, positive changes in someone else's life. We have a 37-hour program coming up at on December 25th about
Nice.
positivity,
Positivity. Yep.
bringing
Yep.
being
I love it.
positive, telling stories. And then every February 22nd, Raja, I have a
Yeah.
22-hour live program. I
Woo!
sit
I
right
love it.
here for 22 hours and we talk about how we can help our heroes with the mental struggles that they have
I love
because
it. I love it. Count
we
me in
owe
for that.
them
I'm happy to
everything.
support you in that. Yeah.
You got it.
Thank you so much, Zach. Definitely connect with him on his link, like and subscribe because all of us, it helps the algorithm, but also it helps the people out there that need it, right? It's not about
Yep.
us. It's about who can we help by supporting those. Now, if you're watching on the live, you thrive. If you're watching on the replay, you get to play again. Give us some thumbs up, give us some hearts and some likes, and leave a comment so that we know what it is. What's your biggest takeaway from the show each time? Because guess what? Today is episode 470. We are closing in on number 500, my friends. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a big celebration with number 500. I can't wait to see who's gonna be our special guest for number 500. So definitely take advantage of that and make sure you join us there. So Zach, tell us a bit more about if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about what I call like in our speed round here, just getting to know you as a person. People join a person, not a business. So let's get to know you better. I definitely you're from Canada. Like I see the devil is up there, and so what is it? Where do you where'd you grow up and how'd you grow up? What's kind of like upbringing?
Well, it's actually funny. I nothing to do with Canada with me. I was
Oh,
born
really?
in
Okay.
I was born in New Jersey and spent the first 3.5 years of my life in Germany because my dad was in the service. Lived in two other states my entire life,
Yeah.
which is Colorado and Kansas. Um,
Oh,
and
really? Okay.
Yeah, so I spent most of my youth in Kansas. So,
Oh,
like I said, I
okay.
I grew up there until after I graduated. Then I moved here to Colorado, and Colorado is my favorite state in the union. It's to me, it's the most beautiful state in the world. So,
I'm gonna come
um,
visit then. Okay.
yeah.
I'm inviting myself to come visit. Okay.
Hey, you know what? Here's the truth. Here's the truth: is no matter what you like to do, I
Yeah.
mean, you can do it as a motorcyclist.
Yeah.
Even though we're known for our ski resorts and stuff, you can
Yeah.
ride a motorcycle in this state pretty much 360 days a year almost.
Oh,
I
really?
mean,
Wow. I thought it would be
uh,
cold or it might be snow covered or.
it might be a little cold, but I'm a
Yeah.
cold weather rider, so
Gotcha. Okay. Beautiful.
But
What about growing up then? Especially growing up in Jersey, Kansas, Germany. Oh my gosh, all these different places. Was there a particular movie or a book that helped kind of shape the way that you think today?
you know, not really. Not
Hmm.
really. It was being around people who struggled with
Yeah.
chemicals, struggled with alcohol, my own struggles with alcohol
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
cigarettes,
Yep.
and watching friends fall into situations that are just that at times unfortunately turn deadly, losing people way too young.
Yeah.
Um, and just seeing the stress that it causes on an entire family, Raja, seeing the stress
Yeah.
that just not having a car payment can cause families.
Oh my
It's
God.
just
Yes.
it and it occurred to me, that a lot of people ask me if I was influenced by the movie Pay It Forward.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it. I've never
Oh,
seen it. So,
okay.
but yeah, so no, it just I was actually never a huge reader. I listen to books
Okay.
constantly though.
But you
So
listen to books. So then, you know what? You must have a favorite quote. Is there anybody that kind of inspires you? Like, who would you point to?
I love a lot of Buddha.
Yeah.
I do. If you feel too heavy to fly or something like that, you know, release the weight and flap your wings or whatever that is. But my favorite philosopher is John Lennon. I think he
Oh,
is
I love
the
that one.
most.
Yeah.
I think he is the most. I truly think he was the best songwriter and philosopher of our time.
I like it. So now, I remember John Lennon's Imagine when it first came out.
Hmm.
Uh, some people thought that it was an attack on the establishment. Actually, no, it was a release of humanity. That's the way I see it. Is I think that people, the lines when you think about it, it's pure poetry. Imagine there's no oppression. Imagine there's no religion, and not because a religion is bad, but imagine we didn't have the kinds of ways people divide themselves because of a religion. What if there was? Well, what if we're just all one people? And you and I talked about this the other days. That I don't believe in race. I believe there's one race on this planet. It's called the human race,
Yeah.
and we just have to be reminded of that occasionally and say, hey, we're really not all that different. And I think I'm a big sci-fi geek. So anybody out there, all my Trekkie fans and my Star Wars fans, guess what? If someday we ever do, Space Force ever does find alien life out there, we'll realize very quickly we are one race here on this little blue planet, and it'll make all the difference. So tell me a little bit more about what. So since you brought up John Lennon, what's your favorite kind of music?
Yeah. I'm I am a longtime absolute lover of metal, thrash metal. I am a
Really nice.
Megadeth guy to the end. That's actually kind of one of the things that, I was thinking that I was going to get into event planning, but it occurred to me real quickly that I don't like people enough to plan events. And I've been married a couple times, and all of my wives knew that getting my opinion
Yeah,
probably not the best idea. Who wants a Megadeth for a song for their first dance? So,
that's
but
pretty funny. Yeah,
yeah, but the truth is I'll listen to, a lot of anything really. And
yeah,
I grew up, I remember my father picking me up the day that John Lennon was shot. And, I remember there being tears in his eyes, and I remember how hard
yeah,
that was for me to see my dad like that,
yeah.
and knowing why, because how moving his music was. Beautiful Boy is still probably in my top favorite 5 songs of all time.
Oh, I gotcha. Now, what about moving along here? We want to see like what's your favorite? You know what? What's a fun fact about you that maybe people don't know?
Um, oh, geez, that's a difficult one. Let me think about that one for a minute. And
We can come back to it if you want.
yeah,
What about what? Here's an easy one. What's your favorite food?
oh, my favorite food is available. Um,
Available
and that's
anything? Seafood. Everything
yeah,
you see, you eat it, right?
yeah, yep. As long as it's not vegetables, in my mind, vegetables are what you feed food. So, but I'm a huge steak and potato guy,
Gotcha.
Midwestern to the core. There, I love Mexican. I love Italian. Yeah. So, I mean, it's really good. I'd say one of the fun facts about me is I am a diehard Devils fan, New
Mm-hmm.
Jersey Devils, and
Mm-hmm.
the path of my life almost like alternate mirrors their existence. They started in Kansas, went to Colorado, and came to or went to New Jersey.
Oh, that's too funny.
I started in Jersey, went to Colorado, moved to Kansas. Now I'm back in Colorado. But
Oh, beautiful. All right. Well, listen, I think I know who to call. Hello, Old Country Buffet. Yeah, we need like a little bit of everything in the in the green room stat. Thanks a lot. So totally real call to the chef over there. So Zach, before we jump ship over here and move to our next segment, tell me just what is it that you want people to recall about you?
I want people to when they recall about me, I want people to, when they think about me, I want them to think that, wow, this was the guy who all he wanted you to do was talk.
Yeah.
He's that guy that said never shut up, because there's something in what you say, whether it's the pitch of your, the tone of your voice, whether it's the way that you say it. There's something that you're going to say today that could change someone's life forever.
Oh, I
and
love
you
that.
don't know what it is.
That's right.
So never shut up. Just make sure that you tell people about your experiences. Don't ever tell them what's good for them. Tell them what was good for you, because that matters more to them.
Oh, absolutely. I love that. All right. Thank you so much, Zach. There is Zach's link down below. Make sure you grab it and please connect with him, especially because anybody, if you want to pay it forward, what a great guy to connect with. So, Zach, we're going to send you to the green room with some food. Make sure you save me some. And so while he's over there chowing down, I got to ask you, all of you, we have an upcoming event. Make sure you join us for our Black Belt Mindshift event. Let's see if it's going to be showing here. It's no, it's not showing up. All right, I'll find another way to show it. There it is. Come on. Oh, it's not clicking. Oh, you got to love tech sometimes. Okay, we'll come back to it. But as you always know, in this next second of a 60-second mind shift, in order for us to create a mind shift, sometimes you need to make waves, but sometimes it starts with a big splash.
When you throw a rock into a lake, what happens? No, there's a splash. You make an impact, and then you get waves. And then you don't know where those waves are going. Those waves are going past around the reeds, and you don't know where that impact is. So all of you out there, when you're on stage, you don't know where your impact is going to end. It's never going to end.
All right, folks. So today, as we fast forward into our 60-second mind shift, I want to ask you something. Zach had mentioned about how people treat you differently when they think you're disabled, when you think you're different, when you think you're unique. And here's the thing that we just talked about on his show, is that the problem is not the person with the challenge or the disability. The problem is that other people judge them incorrectly. That is the trap that we get into. So the problem is we need to inform people in society that, yes, every single person has value. Every single person has some kind of superpower that needs to be revealed in them. And until they step into that power, it's hidden. So whether they have a hidden, invisible disability or a hidden strength, whatever you want to call it, it's actually a superpower. I mean, I love to always quote movies and comics and things like that. Imagine Superman when he was a child thinking something's weird about him because he can see through walls, or that he can break a rock because of his hand, he can crush things, he's too strong. He feels out of place. We would have lost Superman forever, wouldn't he? But the difference between Spider-Man and Superman, Peter Parker was Peter Parker. Spider-Man was his secret identity. But Superman was Superman when he came to Earth. Clark Kent was his secret identity. And a lot of us have a Superman, a super person inside of us that we're still trying to hide. Don't let it hide. Come out there and reveal your greatness. Just like Michelangelo, or was it Da Vinci, had said, when he created that amazing statue of David, he didn't create anything. He revealed the greatness that was already within and removed the excess. Because every single one of you out there are just like that. You have an invisible superpower. Don't be afraid to show it. All right, so let's bring back the amazing Zach. Hey, Zach, how you feeling today, man? And how was the food? Did you save me any?
I did this one.
Oh, thank you.
There he is.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, Zach, tell me, what was your biggest, what was your big takeaway from that 60-second mind shift, and what would you add to it?
I'm going to tell you exactly what I was thinking when that was playing, Raja, is that, look, here's the thing. We don't have to hear from anybody anymore that we can't help everyone, because that ripple That ripple effect, if I help you, that helps the next person, which can help the next person, which can help the next person. We can help everyone when we work together, and we can ride that wave. We can make the good keep going if that's what we choose to do.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for that. That's beautifully said. All right, folks, if you're out there in the audience, if you're live, you thrive, and on the replay, you get to play again, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the algorithm, and it helps to find more great people like you so that we can help and to uplift them. And Zach, just last question before we head off into the sunset, holding hands, singing Kumbaya. What if someone gave you a blank check? What is your grand vision to change the world?
My grand vision is to find a way to make people realize that every time you talk about fundraising, every time that you talk about support with people, that's the first thing they think of is money. But did you know that if you hold a door open for somebody, if you know that you see somebody who's struggling with a kid that's being impossible at a store, and you just make them laugh, you just do something to make them laugh, do you know how much you helped them in that day? We need to get out of that mindset, and we need to forget money. I mean, we all know money's king. We know money's king. But the truth is that money is not everything. Just be good to each other. I mean, look, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. No one needs to go it alone if we all come together.
I love it. Thank you so much for that. Zach, you've been an amazing guest. Thank you so much. And here on episode 420 or 470, make sure you keep on connecting and watching with us so that we keep growing our channel. We already have over 8,000 subscribers. Let's get to 10,000. All right, we're right there in the home stretch. So thank you so much, everybody. And as always, this is Coach Raja. Don't fake it till you make it. Believe it and become it. We'll see everybody on the next show. Bye-bye. All right, Zach. So real quick, I just want to ask you, we got 3 quick questions about the show, about your testimonial. Number 1, why did you want to be on my show today?
I think you and I, when we first spoke, it really made it very apparent how much you believe in the word impossible should be eliminated. I think that you see somebody with an ability challenge, you need to flip that around, and you want to prove to them that there is ability there. Absolutely. So just because there's a challenge to your ability doesn't mean it's the end of your life.
And if you break apart the word impossible, it's actually I am possible. So think about it that way. What about what was your biggest takeaway from the show today?
Look, it's just really reassuring that, we are all the same. Okay. Yeah. We're all different, but we're all the same. And just working together is so important. And you know what? You may have voted for the other idiot, but the truth is that we're all the same people. We all need the same things. And it's so easy to help each other. And we need to stop worrying about our differences and learn from our differences. Certainly. And for those who want to really learn, make sure that you join us on December 20th. We have our World Class Mind Shift event. It's our end of year big event to help change your life. If you have that link right there, scan it. And for watching the show, you get the secret code MindShift50. Make sure you use it and you get a half off. It's 3 hours of powerful transformation to launch your new year in the right way with the right mind shift. So, Zach, thank you so much. You've been amazing. Got one last question for you. Scale of 1 to 10. How much would you recommend me to somebody else's stage? Absolutely a 10. Absolutely. Had a great interview with you. Had a lot of fun. I love it. Thank you so much. All right. Podcast crew knows what to do. We are out of here.